We got next screaming Israel ride. Jamming to my verbs, standing on the curb, famine of the word, damaging my nerves, cannon for the purge. I go Michael bad. Flow.
This is SICARRI chapter 32 verse 24. He that believeth in the Lord taketh heed to the commandment, and he that trusteth in him shall fare never the worse.
So not everybody actually believes in this book and believes in the Lord, or real name in Hebrew is Yahweh. They don't actually believe in this book. They just say they believe in it. They have lip service, just like people up in church. How they go up in the church and just dance and do all that, and then after they leave the church, they're just being evil again, showing hatred towards their brother, holding grudges.
It's about what you do.
Yeah, that's what we're out here doing.
Like, that's what I'm saying. I admire it. But like, it's just certain things, like certain religions I just can't admire. That's what we need there, because that opens up our eyes. Like, I don't believe anybody just pick religion. You can. At the end of the day, you can't tell people how to believe. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
me personally, I wouldn't just take one religion and just believe in it. I would take multiple religions and combine them.
It's okay. First of all, it's not about, like, the thing about, I don't want to keep using the word religion, but it's really this book is actually our heritage. Right. These laws. Give me Sirach. You got. No, give me Sirach chapter 17 verse 11. Because this Bible isn't an everybody book, like I said before. It's actually our heritage. So being an Israelite, we need to come back to this. We don't need to be on the Chinese guys or doing Buddha and doing Islam and that. That's not our gods. Before,
do you know it all ties in together?
How does it all tie in together?
It's all like with me personally, I think Buddhism is good with meditation and like spiritual. The Bible it connects with you spiritually, but there's a lot of things that it doesn't talk about, like your chakras and your senses and things like that.
Have you seen chakra?
Yeah, you can feel chakra.
But you felt chakra before?
It lives within you, yes.
I mean, I don't know about that.
You got mentally some growing. You know what I'm saying? You can still, as a human being, fuck what they were on, fuck if they were racist, you can still grow spiritually. Let me show you.
Hold on, let me show you why that's not true, right? Because okay,
I disagree.
Let me explain. Let me say this. Say I have a murderous spirit upon me, right? I have a murder. Let's say I'm hypothetical. I have a murderous spirit upon me. How does me sitting down doing this gonna take that off of me?
Have you ever done it before?
Have I done meditating? Yes, I was in that right before I came into this.
I mean, maybe it helps me more than it helps you,
but I mean for our people. Because I don't look at it as just me and you thing. It's about my own people, my own nation.
That's the thing. Everybody hasn't tried. So it's hard to speak for everybody else. I can only speak for myself and whatever I've experienced.
On those videos,
but everybody doesn't want to do what I do.
On those
you
videos,
not
right?
See with me in that.
Okay, hold on. On those videos, because there's plenty of them on YouTube, right? I used to literally, I was on that right before I came into this. There are millions of views on there. So why is there not any change? Why are we still got blacks and Hispanics? Oh, let me finish. Why do we still got blacks and Hispanics doing drugs out here in broad daylight? How come we still got black and Hispanics shooting each other? How do we got black and Hispanics taking each other's women? Why is nothing changing? If there's so many, if it's such a good thing, why is there like no evidence of change in our nation?
People don't have the same practices. We are all not willing to comply with the same beliefs. We are not all willing to do what we are all, like. See how I'm like here standing here. I'm talking about meditation. If we were to get a whole crowd of people and ask how many people meditate, not a lot of them would say this. A lot of people would say that they don't actually do it on a daily basis. So you're saying even if it helps you stay calm, it helps you in other ways.
So you're saying that would change who you are. That would make you a better person. That would stop you from doing evil things with meditation.
Not meditation alone, but some of these things help. There's a lot of things that help. It's about your mind and body. You know what I'm saying? Staying sane.
That's not what I'm not on a one person. I'm on a how does meditation? I
understand exactly what you're saying.
Let me finish. I'll let you talk. I'm not interrupting you. How is that gonna help? How's that gonna help young black and Hispanic kids stop hating each other and stop shooting each other? It's 1 Timothy 1. Law was made for right.
Bro, to be honest, that's a whole different topic.
That's what I'm talking about.
You have to come at that like with a whole different approach. Like that's like now if you want to switch the topic on to like how to stop people from hating each other and killing each other, meditation is probably not the fucking answer.
That's what I've been saying this whole time. That's what I've been saying.
What I was saying is, for me, you know what I'm saying, before we switch to that topic, is I think meditation is good, bro. Don't get me wrong, like, that shit is spiritually good for you. Especially people who come to find that shit out.
Let's switch to the topic I brought up.
You gotta grow mentally, spiritually, physically. There's so many ways you can grow, you know what I'm saying?
Before we do that, I want to switch to the topic I was talking about.
Yeah.
But before that, I want to touch on meditation. Hold what you have. Give me Joshua chapter 1 verse 8. Give me Romans chapter 7. It's law of spiritual. Right? Because all these other things, just doing this, listening to some crazy music isn't what makes you spiritual. Let me finish, man. I'll let you talk.
Meditate, you know
Okay. I'm just saying. Watch this.
This is the book of Romans chapter 7 verse 14. For we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin.
So we know this book, the law that corrects us, gives us restitution between our brother, that tells us not to murder our brother, not to take their wives or do whatever. That's what's spiritual. And watch this.
It's the book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein.
Do what?
Meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein.
So this is what we need to be meditating on. The not killing your brother,
right.
Not doing drugs,
Right.
Correcting your brother. That's what actually showing love is, correcting your brother when they're going off. That's what we're out here to do.
How that starts with me?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Psalms
I know,
119.
Like you were saying earlier, like how you were saying earlier, like how is this gonna stop, you know, young Mexicans and people that, you know what I'm saying, kill each other. You can't change them all at the same time, or if we help them one-on-one, it's something they had a man or somebody in their life, you know what I'm saying, to help them, just one-on-one, man to man, just to tell them things will get a lot better. But
And guess what? That's in the law. When you see your brother going off, you correct them. Yeah. That's what we're out here to do. Read that. Psalms 119. 119 verse 9. Watch this.
119
You're talking about getting yourself together, then you can do that.
119 and 1.
9.
This is Psalms 119 and 9. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto according to thy word.
That's what's going to cleanse our way. That's what's going to actually get us right, so we can get out there to teach our people. Yeah. And that's what we've done. And you were talking about us doing it on a one-on-one thing. That's what we're doing to you right now.
Yeah.
We're trying to show you that you need to come back to your heritage and to your God, because the Bible talks about, in a prophetic sense, that this place is going to explode and die, bro. A missile is coming to this place.
That's right.
That's why we're trying to get our people right, so they can get saved out of this place.
But everybody needs to be saved, bro. But it's a lot of people out here, bro, that's causing that mess. Like, those are the people that we really gotta go after. Those are the people we gotta save.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you say everybody needs to be saved. Not everybody needs to be saved.
Exactly.
The so-called white man and the other nations, other than us, they don't need to be saved. They're in their kingdom right now in rulership.
But what I'm saying is, the people that we need to save, like the people that's wherever this missile's gonna come from, that's who we need to go save. That's who we need to go talk to. It's not always political. You know what I'm saying? Like some of our people, we really get it. You know
Okay, I understand that, but the people who are going to send the
Like,
missile is Russia. Russia is going to send the missile over here and blow this place up.
Right.
And the other nations.
Hey,
There's no saving them. they're going to, hey bro, when you get to the kingdom, Lord willing you be there, they're going to be your slave.
Right.
That's saying the scriptures. So there's no point of us trying to, why am I going to save a slave? You are God on this earth, man. That's what we're out here to tell you, according to these scriptures.
God.
Who?
Ye are God.
The Israelites, the Black, Hispanic, Native Americans, who you descend from, you are a God.
And all of you are children of the Most High.
And you're the children of the Most High.
right.
Not the other people. And you're better than them. Watch this.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people.
Now we're equal to all people.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So you're better than all the other nations outside of Israel. You're better than them, and you're God on this earth.
Then I can say he is God. Because, you know what I'm saying? God is not a man. God is everything. God is life itself, the air that we breathe, everything. You know what I'm saying? God created everything.
Let me deal with that, right?
Yeah.
Give me Exodus chapter 15, verse 3. You got that? No, give me Exodus 15, verse 3 first. Whoever gets it first. Watch this.
Hey, I'm glad y'all out here for real. Hey, you know somebody named Silas? Yeah. Oh, you look like somebody like I know that's related to somebody.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15, verse 3.
Read it slow.
The Lord is a man.
He's what?
Is a man.
He's what?
Is a man of war. The Lord is his name.
So the Most High God is a man of war.
That's right.
He's a man. And just like he created us to be men, and that's why he also calls us gods.
Right.
The Israelites. Not everybody else, man. Because watch this, right? Get 2nd Ezra. 2nd Ezra. Oh, he's already got it. Because you remember, he chose us in Deuteronomy 7:6. Yeah.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 54. After these, Adam also, who thou madest Lord of all creatures.
Because you know, all of us come from Adam, right? You know about that?
Of him come we all.
Come everybody.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
The Israelites, us.
All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. As for the other people,
As for the other people who aren't chosen, who are outside of your nationality,
which also come of Adam,
who come from Adam like we do,
thou hast said that they are nothing.
there's something.
They are nothing.
We're all people.
They are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
So he likens them unto a drop of water that falls out of. You say like that bottle right there. Say like you had that bottle of water and it was full, right? And you drop like a little tiny drop of that. You gonna be worried about that? That's how the Most High God feels about the other nations. Literally.
I believe everybody has everybody's here for a reason.
What do you mean?
Every speck of life is here for a reason.
I believe give me Exodus, give me Ecclesiastes 12 verse 13, like my shirt says. Give me so whoever's got it. I believe us Israelites was created for a purpose to keep the law, statutes, commandments that he gave us for a heritage. And I believe the other nations were created to be our servants. That's what I'm created to. That's what I believe in. That's what the scriptures say. That's our heritage, man.
Right.
Like it said, matter of fact, go back. No, you already did it. In 2nd Ezra, like we just had just read, it said the world was created for our sakes, man. So if the world was created for our sakes, so was the other nations.
Right.
Because in the kingdom, what do you got?
I got. But just how
No.
you say,
Give me Isaiah chapter
just how
14.
you say that, don't you think God has shown them many other things?
No. Our brothers.
That's what I'm trying to say. There are people all around the world. That
No,
may
I'm
not
talking
have
about
your
our
melanin.
people, though.
There are people that may not have your melanin and be blessed to have this skin that we have, but they are still chosen.
No, that's not what I'm saying. It's two things really. That's not what I'm saying. And number two, it's not a melanin thing, right? Because you know about 2 black people can have a child and it'll be melanin deficient. Yeah. It'll be albino, and they'll still be an Israelite through their
But what I'm
bloodline.
trying to say is anyone can be chosen. Anyone can be a disciple of God. Despite how they believe, it's in what you do. It's your action.
But God didn't choose them, though.
You can believe in a different way, and still be chosen because that's your destiny. That's your
According
purpose.
to what, though?
It doesn't have to be written in a book for you to be chosen.
No, I don't even, I'm not. That's not even what I'm asking.
These are
I'm just saying.
documented
No, I'm
times
just
that are
saying.
bringing
I'm not
themselves
even.
back up.
I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying. According to what? Because you could just say that. You could just say you. So hold on. In the Bible, it says the Israelites are chosen. So you're saying anybody could just go around and say they're chosen? Can I just go around and say I'm an Asian man?
I mean, you shouldn't. You're not Asian.
Yeah. Just like the other nations shouldn't go around saying they're chosen because they're not.
Con.
That's right.
You see what I mean? You can't just say things and just rock with it. That's why homosexuality is running rampant.
That's right.
You can just say that's why people they're doing late term abortions. Oh, he didn't have the child didn't have a heartbeat yet, but we can go ahead and kill him because that means he's not alive. Even though the definition of live means moving or animated. And you can't tell me a fetus isn't animated. Ask any pregnant woman.
I hear what you're saying, but don't underestimate God's people because God's people can be anyone.
Who's God's people? Give me Romans chapter 9.
Doesn't matter. That dude right there, that white dude.
Are you good, man? You
That lady right there. This dude, y'all, me, anybody.
How are they God's people?
Huh?
How are they God's people according to what? And matter of fact, which God?
According
Actually,
to what they do and how they
wait,
live.
which
People,
God?
you can't judge
Which
people off of a
God?
book.
I'm not judging them off a book. The Most High God has judged them, and then He had the prophets say it, and then they wrote it down.
But how can you judge people if you don't know everybody?
Okay, watch this, right? Give me this. Give me this, right? Check that out. Who did that? Who did that? Just no trick question involved.
So
who did that?
So are we cursing their whole lineage because?
Bro, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking you, who did that? Who? You gotta say it louder than that, man. Just say it with your chest out, man. Who did that? The Caucasians did that to us, right? The Edomites of the Bible.
That's right.
So I'm not gonna turn around and be friends with them because they're still doing that to this day.
Right.
People are still getting hung. They're still benefiting from it. That's why they get to walk up and down America.
But how extreme are you taking it? Are you saying if a white man were to pass right now, would you put him in that same category as the people that did that to us, or you wouldn't give him?
That's a loaded question. That's a loaded question. Because why? Because watch this. They're still benefiting from it. Even though they didn't do it, they're still benefiting from it. Number one, they got America.
The Bible says you have to.
I don't have to. No, it does not say forgive them, because the Most High God doesn't forgive them. He literally says it. He says
God wanted to wipe out an entire race.
He said he would. Right. He said he would. As a matter of fact, he says he's gonna do that to the white man. Literally. You want hold up? Give me. You got Romans 9. Give me Romans 9 verse 13. And
This is Romans chapter 9, verse 13.
And then jump back to 7.
As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Who is Esau, the so-called white man? No. I mean, you can just throw it on. You good, man. The Most High God hates a certain people, man. And that's the Edomites, that's the so-called white man. That's right. So that's just how it is. Who are we to reply against God? Keep going.
What shall we say then?
Yeah.
What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God?
Is it messed up that God hates the so-called white man and the other nations?
God forbid.
Hell no.
For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion.
So the Most High God said He'll have compassion on who He'll have compassion on, man. And He chose to have compassion and mercy upon the Israelites. That's why when He comes and destroys this place, we're gonna take them into captivity, man.
Let's say I wasn't who I was, and I was a white man, right? But my character was the same. My character was the same. My soul, my spirit was the same. Would you look at me any different? Would you receive me any different?
It depends on what. It's not about. It's like I said before. It's not about color. The Edomites just happen to look like white people. Like what they call white people. That's why we say the so-called white man. Just like we're so-called black people. We're not really black. Our lineage just descends back to Jacob.
Do you believe God can choose anybody of any stature from anywhere?
God can do whatever He wants to do. But He only chose one people.
Right.
And for all the people who did that to our people, they have to pay for it. That's right. Because we are God's chosen. Give me verse 8.
Romans 9. Romans chapter 9, verse 7. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children.
So not because everybody descends from our forefather Abraham are they all the children of God.
But in Isaac shall thy seed be called.
In Isaac, that's the Israelites, that's us.
That is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of God.
Well, they're what?
Not the children of God.
So anybody outside of this are not the children of God. So God has chosen one people. And for anybody who did anything evil to them, they have to pay for it, which is them going into captivity. Give me Revelation chapter 13, verse 10. Because people misunderstand God, right? They misunderstand that they think he's just a God of all happiness and all peace and he's just here and there. But God is a God of judgment and balance. If you do something, there's a matter of fact, I'll refer to it like science does. There's a equal but opposite reaction. So you put the Israelites into captivity, the Black, Hispanics, Native Americans, you have to go into captivity.
Right.
Watch this.
This is Revelations chapter 13, verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity.
Yeah, when you admit that the so-called white man and really the other nations led us into captivity, watch this.
Shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
So there's a balance with the Most High God. You can't just have a nation just doing whatever they want to God's chosen people. That's like calling God a deadbeat dad, really. Because you basically you get to do whatever you want to God's chosen people, and He's not going to do anything. Just forgive them. And we've been doing that, and they've still been hanging us, they've still been shooting us, they've still been running up inside of our houses, doing whatever they want to us.
Right.
So how can I turn around and say I forgive them if they're still doing the same thing? It's just not being televised. Not all of it, at least.
Because at the same time, what they're doing and what we do is meant to divide us, period. We've been divided since almost the beginning.
Divide who?
People, like, by races and color and just by anything we want to put as a different.
But who did that? Who did that?
See, we have to let time be what it is. If it happened in the past, it is the past. If it's happening in the present, it's the present, and that's how you can treat it.
Okay, so
but that is something we live in. We are in a different time.
Pick that up. Okay,
We can't live in that time.
hold on, I'm showing you something, right? This happened in the past, right?
Yeah.
And you said we should be focused on it now, right?
Yeah. And how
Don't
to
you
make
see-
things better now.
Yeah, okay. Do you see people getting hung on here?
Yeah.
In slavery, right? Is black people still getting hung now?
I like they were back then, but probably so.
Yeah, they are. That happened last month.
That's right.
That happened last month. Other than like Alabama or something like that. I think it's Mississippi. They just hanging people out there just willy-nilly. Our people are still under attack. Nothing's changed, man. When you get pulled over by a cop, have you ever been pulled over by the police?
No, I don't drive.
Have you ever been in a car with somebody who got pulled over by the police? Come on, man. Come on.
For real.
So,
I think
okay.
my mom liked for a long ass
Have you ever had to deal with the police on any level?
Yeah.
Do you ever just think that, oh, since I'm black, I could get shot?
Yeah.
So how then has anything changed? They were still doing that to us during civil rights time. Matter of fact, they were just blasting us away.
You have to be careful of being an extremist. An extremist is somebody who is like, oh, all white people are bad. And they're all, I gotta watch out for all.
But I'm saying, like, don't they all benefit? They literally all benefit in
But
America.
not all people are on that side. They can't help that they just so happen to be Caucasian.
And we couldn't help that they took us into captivity.
Right.
But see, those are things in the past. We have to grow and come together right now. Just how we are together now, we don't have to.
Check this out, right?
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 14. I know that.
No, 15.
That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been.
The Most High God has seen everything before it happened. He knew that they were going to take us into captivity. He knew that they were going to do whatever they wanted to us. But what?
And God requireth that which is past.
The Most High God requires that which is past.
Right.
So they took us into captivity in the past. They got to pay for it, man. That's what the Most High God said.
Hey,
What do you mean? Mercy and grace is only for Israel.
I disagree.
Mercy and grace.
So
only
you
for
disagree with Most High
You
God?
got it. You have to protect yourself, and you have to be mentally aware of everything that's happened in the past, present, and maybe even the future. I agree. However, you cannot make you bitter. You understand what I'm saying? You can't let that just.
Why can't a 7-7?
Can't
That make me bitter.
Because I mean that's gonna block what you can see and open up yourself to as
So
a human being.
I got a question for you. I got a question for you for your point, right? No, we're not all human beings, but I got a question for you, right? So you're saying if we have hate in our heart, we can't advance as a society, like us as a nation.
Hate in your heart isn't really gonna bring anything positive because it's hate.
Okay, right? I'm glad you said that, right? How did the white man get this land?
Bring that up.
Excuse me.
He conquered it, right?
Excuse.
Through hate of a particular race. He got a whole nation. Do you would think getting the whole nation is positive?
No.
Oh my God, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Because you're literally saying like we're not gonna get, nothing's positive gonna come out of hate, but we can evidently see the white man got a whole nation out of hate.
Right.
He's got his hand on the earth.
Stop. That's not how they did it. They were together with themselves. They were together with themselves. Just how y'all are together. They were together with themselves. They just made a plan to say, we're going to sail the seas and we're going to conquer everything, regardless of their color. We're going to hate them because they're stronger, faster, more athletic. But still, we're together as white men. You know what I'm saying? That's what they were thinking.
Yeah, and they still did the same thing you just said.
Yeah.
They
but
took us into captivity.
It wasn't based off of hate. It was based, we're going to hate them because they're strong. We're going to hate them because they're strong. We're going to hate them because they're stronger.
Okay, no. We're not going to do that.
That is hate. It wasn't based off of hate. It wasn't based off of hate. It wasn't based off of hate.
They did that. Yes.
That is hate.
Yes, they did. They fed our babies to alligators. You gonna tell me they didn't hate us?
That's hatred.
Yeah, exactly. And they got this nation off of hatred.
That's
You
right.
have
But
to admit
do you not believe that every race, and do you not believe that you have hatred within you?
Yeah, I have hate. I have plenty of hate for the so-called white man.
That's right.
For what they did to my people. They fed our babies to alligators. They had a game, right, where you had to throw, I think it was rocks at the tar baby. They called our children tar babies.
What time period is it right now?
It's 2019.
We need to live in 2019.
We're living in 2019.
We
They're
cannot.
still hanging us.
Break it
They're
out,
still
okay.
shooting us.
Right.
They're still putting drugs and guns into our neighborhoods. They've admitted it on their websites, man. Nothing's changed. They just hiding it. That's the only thing that's
bro,
changed.
the only thing that we can control, that we want to change, if we can't get with them and make a change, we can get with each other and make a change.
That's what we're doing. We're trying to
Right.
get with each other to make a change. That's what these scriptures are about.
That's right.
Gather together, O nation not desired. Like, give me Zephaniah 2 verse 1.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not
We gotta
gonna. I
move
can't
forward.
move forward
We
for
gotta go
this.
forward
I can't.
together.
How am I gonna move forward for this when they have banks? When they've established
Because
banks
that will
on
be
this,
a
man.
chain. That will be a chain on you forever.
This is
Did you not
slavery is a
just bring
chain
up
on us
chains?
forever.
Did you not bring up
So
chains
chill out,
earlier?
chill out. Look at this, man. You said this is gonna hold us back.
Yeah.
Look at all this they built off of insuring slaves, man.
Right.
Look at all these banks. The banks we bank at are built off of slavery.
Right.
So they all benefit from that. Do we get benefits from that ever? No, we don't. So that's why I'm gonna hold on to
You
it.
know this whole country
It's built
off
on
of
slavery. Yeah, so I
If
hate
we-
this country and
if
so does
we-
God.
If we,
Right.
If we hated this country so much, why don't we just leave? All of us. Why don't we just leave?
Because we can't leave, man.
Can't leave.
We can't.
Let's
They
get
would.
some money.
They would
Let's
number
pack up
one.
and let's go.
They would never allow the black and Hispanic man to just leave America.
Right.
Bro.
They don't even want us
'Cause,
over here.
Hold up. We
Try to
build.
build a wall.
We build.
No.
We build all of their. What is that? Their middle class.
Yeah.
The middle class would crumble if we left, man.
Right.
They would crumble. This whole world would crumble.
But why
They're
are
not
we
going to
worried-
allow that.
Why are we worried about what's going to crumble when we could just stack
Hold
our
up,
chips
hold
up and just leave?
Hold up. Hold up. No, we not in speed past that. You said if we don't like it, that's like something a white man would say. I've had plenty of white men tell me, if you don't like how we raped and built a nation off of your people, why don't you just leave?
Right.
Why should I just leave? That's a Native American man right there, man.
No, like you just
Wait, hold
told me.
on.
Did you not
Like
just tell
that,
me
hold,
you hated this?
Abaya, come up here real fast. Come up real fast. That's a Native American man. He had this land before they came and took it and raped and killed his people. And you telling me we gotta get money so we can leave? Damn all that, man.
Bro,
They
if you saying
built
you
this
hate
nation off of
country,
this.
If you're saying that you hate this country, people are in a dream. They're not gonna wake up just because you're mad about what happened years ago. They're gonna dismiss that because
It doesn't matter. This isn't for everybody. This is for the elect of the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Not everybody's gonna get this. Matter of fact, damn everything you have holding. Give me Psalm chapter 149, man. Because there's gotta be a recompense, man. It's not good enough to where we can just leave. They have to pay, bro.
Right.
They have to pay. You look, bring the sign back up again, man.
I hear you're
Bring
revolting.
the sign back up again.
But you
Look
gotta
at
take
this,
more action
bro.
and you need more
This
people
is
with you.
action. Us coming out and waking up our people. we had brothers who did this before we came onto this truth, and they all brought us into this truth, man. If there wasn't brothers, if the Most High God didn't wake up the spirit of the brothers in New York or wherever this truth started, none of us would be here. Right. All of us would still be eating pork, we'd still be hating each other, we'll still be smoking weed, killing each other, man. When we came into this truth, we gave all that up, man. We have a love towards our brethren. We stopped smoking weed. We stopped doing drugs, man. We stopped trying to take each other's wives. And nothing else is gonna bring that change except this, man. Because if you're a Christian, you can do whatever you want. If you're a Muslim, you can do whatever you want, man.
Psalms 149, starting at verse 5. It says, let the saints be joyful in glory.
That's us, the Israelites.
Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of God be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance.
To do what?
To execute vengeance.
To execute vengeance on who?
Upon the heathen.
The heathen, the so-called white men and the other nations who built this land off of us, man. It's not, we can't just leave. We can't just leave and let them just have this. This is ours.
Right.
This is yours.
That's right.
They took it from you, man. That's not funny. That's not funny, bro. Just like say do you have a house? Hold on, do you have a house, bro? Yeah. If somebody came and just took your house, are you gonna have a problem with it? Yeah. Yeah. So in the same fashion, they took a whole land from us, man. And in the process, they took the whole world. They took the whole world, man. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
This is Job chapter 9 verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the face of the judges thereof.
And they covered the face of the judge there. Who's the biggest judge? Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Shai, who they call Jesus Christ. They covered the face of him. They draw him as a white man. They did that. And who's ruling the world? The so-called white man. So they are the wicked. Give me Malachi chapter 1 verse 3.
Bring it up.
Bring it.
It's the book of Malachi chapter 1 verse 3. And I hated Esau.
He did what?
And I hated Esau.
That's how God hates Esau.
And laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down.
They shall build. They had all these skyscrapers built. They built all this stuff on top of the Native American bones and blood. Keep going.
And they shall call them the...
So read that part, read the sentence before that.
Oh, Salah. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down.
The Most High God's going to throw this place down, man. Keep going.
And they shall call them the border of wickedness.
The Edomites, the so-called white man, is the border of wickedness. They're the beginning and end of something. That's what a border is. That's why they're contrary to God in all things. That's why they push homosexuality. That's why it's so easy for them to kill people. That's why they do all this stuff, man. There's a difference between us. We're not all the same people, obviously. Because it's not, if you look at the blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans, man, if you look at all of them,
what's up, man? In here, bro. It's what's in here.
What's in there?
What's inside.
You pointing to your heart, right?
Yes. Your soul.
So what does this do, man?
All
your heart only pumps blood.
You are a reflection. Your soul is a reflection of who you are.
Through your actions, right?
This man's body.
Through your actions, right?
Yes.
And what's their actions?
In the past.
What's their actions? They're doing the same thing now. You know that they're doing the same thing now.
I'm saying you gotta attack those. You have to be specific.
What do you mean specific?
You have to. If you were saying they, go after them.
They're all benefiting from it. They don't all have to do it.
Bro,
you can have few of them. They're all benefiting from it.
You can't attack a whole group of people because the people that that look like you or that you're close to.
So you're telling me I can't attack a whole group of people who are all benefiting from what the few are doing?
Because they have nothing to do with that war.
But they're still benefiting.
They are not playing a part in that war.
They're playing a part in that war. They're the same people who are electing, the so-called electing Donald Trump, who are electing all these people, man. And what do they do? What do they do? They just say whatever they want. They don't care about the Black, Hispanic, Native Americans. That's why all this homosexual laws get passed, but nothing gets passed to help the Black and Hispanic and Native Americans, man. That's how they're benefiting. They don't have to be out there killing people. They're doing stuff behind your back to get over on you, man. Right. Each and every single one of them. So I don't care. It's not just about the killing. It's about all the background stuff they do with us too. They're all the same people, man. Just some of them want to be outward about it, and some of them don't. You know, just like you got people walking around with a Confederate flag and they say, "Oh, I hate you, nigger. I want to hang you." But then you have.
Those are
Hold
the
on,
ones-
well, I'm not finished.
those are the
I'm
ones
not
you gotta go
finished,
after.
bro. I'm not finished.
You gotta go after them.
Let me tell you why that's irrelevant.
That's the
because
part.
you listen what I'm saying, right? You have people who wear a Confederate flag and say, "We'll hang you, nigger." But then you have the so-called white man, the other ones, the regular ones, walk up and down the street every single day, and they think the same thing. They just don't say it.
Right.
You know why? Because it's not a popular thing to do. That's why it's different. That's why it's more covert back then, man. I mean, now, because back then you could walk around and say, "Oh yeah, nigger, you can do all this and that." They had laughing barrels, bro. They didn't even want to see a black man laugh. We had to go walk into a barrel and then stick our head into it and laugh. Wow. Laughing barrels, man. And I'm supposed to turn around and love these people? No, they built this land on top of our bones, man. They built this land on top of our blood. So I'm not gonna just leave, man. I wanna preach this word and wake up as many blacks and Hispanics as I can so the Most High God sees the elect is sealed and this place gets blown to shreds, man.
That's
That's what I wanna see.
So let me ask you this, do you want to see people together?
I wanna see my people together.
That's right.
I don't wanna see us holding hands with a white man. Because what's the integration has never done anything positive for the black man. Ever. You looking at me like you got a point. Can you show me any time where integration has helped us?
Listen,
Confounded.
this country is built on minorities and people from all across the world. You can't just say
No,
one
it's
group.
not. No, it's not.
not.
It's not. It's the so-called white man coming and conquering the Native Americans and bringing the blacks, Hispanics
I'm
over
talking about
here.
where we at right now, bro.
It don't matter where we. It's
Look how
about all of
diverse.
it.
Look how diverse this is. Look how many people of different nationalities you see. You see these Caucasians. You see the Mexicans. You see that black person. You see these black people right here. You see this Mexican dude. That Mexican dude. Like all these, this diverse nationality. It's diverse.
So that's good.
This is what this country.
So
is
that's
built
good.
on.
So that's
Yes.
good. How is that good?
How? When is people being separate from each other ever? How is that? good?
So when we had, do you know about Black Wall Street?
Con.
Tell me about it.
Black Wall Street is when we decided, hey, stop holding hands with the white man and get off this Martin Luther King stuff and have our own partition of land.
Right.
We had airports, we had hospitals,
Right.
we did all this, we advanced as a people. And you know what happened? The so-called white man saw that as a threat and camped around it and blew it up using the government, man.
Right.
Right. Let me ask y'all a question, each one of y'all.
You see how we
How
jump
old
into
are you?
points? See how we jump into points, man?
30, how old are
Don't
you?
talk on the line, man.
21, how
Stop
old are
talking
you?
on the line. They're not gonna talk to you. There's no talking
I
on the
can't
line.
ask them that.
No. I'm the speaker.
Oh,
And we got order up here, man. You gotta talk to the speaker.
damn, I appreciate talking to y'all, bro. It was nice.
So you gotta run away now, man.
Yeah,
I'm a walk.
I'm
He
just saying,
confounded,
I'm
man.
just saying, why we have to hold hands to the white man?
Hey, bro.
man, come here.
You gonna do what you gonna do. That you, if it's best for you, that's just best for you. But
Has holding hands with the white man been best for the black man? Just answer that.
Bro,
Has it helped us at all? No, don't answer the question.
I don't know, bro. I can't.
You don't know?
I can't answer that for you.
You can't answer. You know why you can't answer it? Because it's not true.
That's
It's
right.
never helped us.
That's
This
right.
thing on Martin Luther King's doctrine has never helped us, man.
That's right.
Ever.
Listen,
Ever.
I can tell you about my life, but I can't tell you about yours or what you do.
It's not about me and you. It's about our nation.
That's right.
If it's not about me and you, then it can't be any nation because it's about all of us.
That doesn't make any sense, man.
It does. If we were
It's-
to take out me and you,
It's about
we
the
gonna take
blacks,
everybody else.
Hispanics, and Native
Everybody
Americans, man. I don't care about the so-called white man.
That's
I
right.
don't care about the Chinese man. I care about you. I care about all of us right here, man. Our nation. And until we start coming back together as a
How can
people,
you judge
black on black crime will never stop.
Right.
Hispanic on Hispanic crime will never stop. We're gonna continue to hate each other and be here forever.
Teach up.
How can your judgment be supreme if it is not fair?
What does that mean?
How can your judgment be supreme?
Because there is
It's
a
not fair.
balance, man. There is a balance. There's
Are
a
you
balance
for,
to
Are you for
everything.
the right balance or are you for your
I'm
balance?
for the balance that the Most High God wants.
That's right.
That's what I'm for.
I feel you and I respect you. And I want all of y'all to have a blessed day. Y'all points were valid and they made a lot of sense. I need y'all to keep teaching these people out here. I hope y'all change somebody's life out here. And
Get the precept.
This is Revelation chapter 22, verse 11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still.
Let him be unjust still. Keep holding on to the white man.
And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still.
Just let them go, man. That's just our people, bro. We have to just let them go. If you want to keep on holding hands with the same people who is murdering you still to this day and just not televising it, who to this day is still murdering and raping your people and getting away with it before your very eyes, if you want to keep on holding hands with them, just be prepared to get your head cut off, man. That's right. By Yahushua, who y'all ignorantly call Jesus Christ, man. That's what it's going to be. That's like it says in Isaiah, man. Anybody joined with them shall be thrust through, man. That's right. That's right. You're going to get the same punishment they get, man. The same exact punishments. It's ridiculous, man. Jake is just ridiculous. You won't fully admit everything I'm saying is right and say, no, I just want to keep on holding hands with them, man. That's ridiculous, bro. That's ridiculous. You got a question, brother?
No, I'm just being observant.
Well, would you call yourself a so-called black man?
You know those labels.
Mm-hmm. So, who were we before we were slaves?
God chosen people. That's one thing.
Who's God's chosen people?
The House of Judah, Black Hebrews.
I'll take it. It's really Israel, but Judah comes out of that, man. Yeah. So knowing you are Israelite, what does God require of you?
You got some laws, commandments, and statutes.
Hey man, you already got the breakdown. I'm gonna read it anyway. Give me. No, actually, just give me Ecclesiastes 30. Yeah, 12 and 13, like my shirt says. Yeah.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
The conclusion of the whole matter, the whole point of life.
Fear God and keep his commandments.
You need to fear God and keep his commandments. Come on.
For this is the whole duty of man.
This is your whole duty, man. Knowing you're an Israelite and you're God's chosen people, you need to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, which is your heritage. You got any questions?